In 1988, the Knowles family appeared on national TV to tell Australia that they had encountered a UFO. Faye Knowles and her sons, Sean, Patrick and Wayne, described being stalked by a big ball of light, shaped like an egg in a teacup. But just what did the Knowleses really see on that fateful morning? This is the story of the Knowles family UFO incident. On a hot January day, Faye Knowles, her sons, and their two dogs were driving across the Nullarbor plain, where temperatures can reach 50 degrees Celsius. After 12 hours of driving, Sean Knowles saw a bright light with a yellow centre, and it was coming right towards them. Sean woke the rest of the family and swerved to avoid the light, almost colliding with another car. The lights then appeared behind them, and Sean sped up to 200 km an hour to escape. The light was stalking them. A sharp smell then wafted into the car with some grey mist, and the voices of the family distorted as they cried out in terror. After hearing a noise on the roof, Faye reached out of her window and felt a spongy texture. The lights landed on the family car, and a humming noise penetrated their ears before a tyre blew out. Sean hit the brakes. The family got out of the car and hid from the light in the nearby bushes, hoping its pursuit had finally stopped. After 15 minutes, the Knowleses returned to their car, replacing its blown out tyre, before driving on. Ever since the Knowles family shared their story, there have been those who believe that the family made up the entire ordeal. I think the idea that the family fabricated everything is one of the least plausible explanations. Police officers in Ceduna that spoke with the Knowleses after the incident said the family was visibly shaken and distressed by something that had happened to them. The media appearances by the family also come across as sincere. Though some details have been distorted by the media, such as the UFO flying up off the ground and lifting the car up, the story from the Knowleses themselves is relatively consistent across time. And there were reports of at least one other witness to the events, a truck driver who claimed to have seen some strange lights following the car from a distance. If the Knowles family told their story in good faith, then just what did actually happen to them? One proposed theory is that the Knowleses were assailed by a ball lightning. Ball lightning is a disputed weather phenomenon whose behaviour is described in many ways, including unpredictable movements and a distinct smell after dissipating. Though this would explain the moving light the family saw and could be a very unsettling experience, the variance in ball lightning descriptions means we can't be sure. Another idea that some have suggested is that the family were caught up in some kind of military aircraft test. Though many rumoured UFO sightings could plausibly be such tests, it seems unlikely in this case. The army or government would almost certainly contact the various TV networks to put a swift injunction on the story, yet the Knowles family were free to give tell-all interviews about the incident less than 2 days later without any repercussions. Perhaps the most likely explanation for the alleged UFO encounter is that the family saw a Fata Morgana, a type of mirage caused by distant lights. Light can become trapped in a layer of cold air and cause objects to be seen across vast distances. Accompanied by a layer of warm air, these objects can distort and seem to move from one place to another. Given that they were driving along a long stretch of flat road, it is highly likely that the Knowles family saw a mirage caused by the headlights of other vehicles. The truck driver eyewitness observing this from afar likely saw a similar effect. Most of the other details of the Knowles family story can also be accounted for with real-world explanations. Their voices could have become deep and hoarse from heat and fatigue, while Sean may have burnt out the car's brake lining in his efforts to escape the light, causing the noise, smell, and mist like smoke. And could it be that Faye felt the plush interior of the car instead of a spongy texture on the roof and jumbled the sequence of events in her mind? I think it's at least slightly possible. The Knowles family were hot, tired, and likely dehydrated from driving across the Nullarbor for hours at a time. When seeing something out of the ordinary, like a mirage early in the morning, it's believable that fear and anxiety would spiral out of control and make someone believe that they had had an otherworldly experience. Add in the element of group panic and you can understand why these sensations would amplify. The Knowles family may not have seen a real UFO, but they shouldn't be ridiculed for their story either. Anyone can witness mirages without comprehending them and begin to question their own perception of reality. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any other topic suggestions that you think would fit it well into my channel, then let me know in the comments. And do all the clicky things while you're at it, you know what I mean. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you for the next one. Be good to yourselves.